Welcome to the Rob and Kale podcast. Rob Sanders.
Some would be entertained by it. Some would be horrified by
Kale
it.
Carolina Jackpot Hall.
All would be interested in it.
The Rob and Kale podcast.
Let's go.
And welcome into the Rob and Kale podcast. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining me this evening. Joining me from the upstate, who he's calling himself Carolina Super Pot this evening. I don't know if that means that he is high on pot or he wants to be high on pot, but he is Carolina Jackpot. Jackpot, what's up, buddy?
Around here, we refer to it
My board just there we go. That's stupid.
The hell are you doing over there?
I don't know.
Is there a
Hey,
toddler punching buttons over there up under your feet we don't know about?
Probably.
Oh, but anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome into episode number 569 of the Rob and Kale podcast. We'll be calling this episode tonight Doing the 69. So I hope everyone's well this Sunday evening. And I mean that's all I got to say about that. I'm sure we'll dive into talking about a certain team that we all know and love up here in the dirty corner of the upstate. Kind of has found a nemesis in the Southeastern Conference that they're not faring so well against this year in a lot of sports, and that not being the Gamecocks, but the Gamecocks also. But shout out to the folks over in the chat tonight. Already here, Big Barney Ross, Sancho, Jonathan Miller, Dr. Bart, Tristan Smith, Daniel Gregory, Go Big Orange, Go Big Orange, Captain Trips, Dog and Rumpa is in the house, Devin Hayes, Lisa is in the building, Private Pile, good evening, Brandon Kuhn, Elijah Allen Pakalak, Cody Ewist, Gamecock Chuck, good evening, B Bean, Dwayne Wicker, and TJ Bird number 9 says Go Big Orange, Caviar Hound, thank you for the 10, sir. Joe Gashi Legit Leg Kicks is in the house. Beggin Megan is here. Seminole Seth, Fred Jenkins, Austin Warren, Joe Gashi says, just remember the bet, fat boy, Jackpot. Don't know what you're talking about. So Senor Dog is here in the house. Big Barney Ross, thank you for the super chat. Kevin Jones. I'll stop running my mouth and turn it back over to Mr. Sanders real quick.
Big Barney Ross says, when Mark Stoops bends over on the sideline, it looks like he's crying about the birth. Holy shit, yeah. Big Barney Ross. The fuck is where does this come from?
I was bent over putting up some chips the other week at a convenience store, and somebody made a comment. I heard her whisper to her mom as she walked by that it looked like a guava fruit. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh, goodness. So the chat room tonight, here's what it looks like. You have a bunch of I don't know what to describe them as. People that don't know anything about baseball, that have never won anything in baseball, that are just stupid. Every single one of you that are over there, because you're cheering for the fact that Clemson lost, which shows you that Clemson is your standard, especially you Tennessee fans. You guys are.
Well, to be frank, this weekend they were the standard.
Sir, let me finish, sir. They are not the standard.
They're
not the standard. They won a regional. People win regionals every year. They went last year. They were the number 1 team in the country, and Notre Dame beat them with a sock. So they need to just shut up. As far as College World Series appearances,
we're not talking about last year.
Clemson has 12. Okay, and Clemson's not even a baseball school. It's like the 4th best sport at our school. All right. So once again, hang a banner at that shit stadium you've got with that reject coach you got from Mizzou, and move your ass on, because no one cares about you. You're not relevant. You're not. And as far as the Gamecock fans that are over here, hey, congratulations. You won a regional. We do have a special thing from Dennis Wilson tonight that'll give you a little bit of insight on that. And we'll do that quickly here. First of all, we want to thank Callaway's Bar and Grill. Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Go by and check them out. Retro video games, all kinds of great stuff at Callaway's Bar and Grill in West Columbia. Also, DNC Trucking and Transport, Dennis Wilson, sponsors the show and sponsors Fireside Chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot, go away. Roll away, sir.
Did you just tell me to go away? Well, you have to do the show solo. All right. Let's see what kind of fuckery we got going on this evening. Sucks to be a Gamecock. Excuse me. I got some hair on my...
What, you got a pube in your mouth? What the hell's going on here?
No, I don't have a pube in my mouth. I don't know. It was lint or something. Anyway, sucks to be a Gamecock. The new bandwagon fans are back. The same dopes who were bitching about a team that won 5 games in a month are now happy with this baseball team and think they can go to Omaha. The only thing more shittier, that's improper grammar, by the way. It's just shittier. It's not more shittier. You can't be. Anyway, I don't expect this guy went to Swansea, right? That our football program's history is the dumbasses that cloud this fan base. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
All facts there from Carolina Jackpot this evening from the fan base that supports.
I think Dennis Wilson went to Swansea or somewhere like that. Did they close that school down and just combine it with Lexington High? Because it was bringing down test scores for the whole state. Something. I heard something about it.
Mike Bridges with a good comment here. Baseball is a sport about who gets hot. Teams get hot at the plate and get cold at the plate. It's baseball. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, the Clemson Regional, they were probably, and I said this on the show the other night, they're probably seated a little bit higher than they should be. And to be honest, I thought that Lipscomb was going to give them some issues because Lipscomb had played a bunch of decent teams throughout the year. And I was kind of worried about Clemson not throwing Grice in the first game, but it ended up working out for them. The thing is, though, is that the baseball program won the ACC championship in the first season for the new head coach, and they'll be fine. They don't have a cloud over them with a coach that, is a reject from Mizzou, like the Tennessee folks, where they were the quote-unquote bad boys of baseball last year, giving people the finger in the regional and everything else, and then losing to Notre Dame. Yeah,
they gave y'all the finger last night.
Yeah. Hey, they won the game. Congratulations to them. They can hang a banner. They got plenty of room in that stadium. Plenty of room. There's no championships there. That's for sure.
You talk about hanging banners a lot. I sense a little bit of Morton's in your can.
Morton's, and I don't know about all that. It's a fact that
how about Morton's salt, not Morton's beef stew.
It's the fans of teams that are not relevant, like the Tennessee football program.
It was Morton House beef stew. I can't remember. We used to stock it at Winn-Dixie back in the day. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then, of course, from the Tennessee baseball program that has 5 College World Series appearances to 12 for Clemson. Yeah, but we're the best baseball program ever because we won the game. Congratulations to you.
Clemson has 12 what?
12 College World Series appearances to 5.
When?
For Tennessee.
I can't help. They hadn't been in forever.
They have 12 appearances, sir. They also have a winning record against South Carolina. You don't want to talk about that, though.
Yeah, they.
Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about that. When did they win? We don't want.
Yeah, back when the players wore pants down to their ankles, and
I think what's going to be funny this year is that there are lots of people, especially on this Tennessee bandwagon on the football front, and I think that the more and more you look at it, everybody talks about how they're going to win 10 games. That's not happening. There are going to be trailer parks and rest stops on fire when they go like 8-4 next season at best. It's going to be fun. I'm just going to sit back and watch it. It's going to be great. So there's that. What happened? You right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. I'm getting stink eye.
Who's giving you the stink eye?
Mother.
Your mom's giving you the stink eye?
Not with my mom. Mother Jackpot is giving me the stink eye. The dog was behind me on the couch. He bunkered himself in there where he always does. Well, he's not supposed to be on the couch. But he always gets on the couch. And, honestly, I didn't even really notice him back there. So, I don't know why I'm getting yelled at for something I really didn't notice. It's not
Devin
fair.
says, Rob, you tired of eating crow yet? LOL, 8-4. Did I ever say that Clemson would win their regional? Did I say that? No, because I follow college baseball and I don't just look at it from a perspective of, hey, we're in the regional. What is that? I can't spell regional, but we're in it. You don't know anything about college baseball. You really don't. I never said Clemson would win their regional. So stop it. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Mike says, Jackpot, you and Ziggy have been going at it for the past few days. Captain Tripp says, I was excited about. Yeah, you get excited when your team is
Ziggy and I are fine. He just, he's been, kind of excited. We got a new little kitten that's been hanging around the house, and we've kind of adopted him. And he gets really excited when he sees this kitten outside and just freaking loses his mind.
Here's
starts clawing at the window, clawing at the blinds, and stuff like that. And he can't be destructive in the house.
Tristan says Clemson was one of the hottest teams in the country. 18-game win streak ended. So now it's about win streaks. Congratulations. You can hang the banner. We ended the Clemson win streak. Ta-da! Congratulations.
Well, I don't think that he's asking for a banner. Oh Lord. You're gonna get me yelled at. Anyway, let's keep on going.
Anyway, so congratulations to Tennessee for winning the Clemson regional. South Carolina, I think they wrapped up their regional with a win over the Campbell Camels. The Campbell Camels. What a cool name.
Yeah.
Speak English. I would read his comment, but it's written in, I don't know.
There was a rather large woman sitting down the first baseline with a T-shirt on earlier. I saw it when it was still daylight. And I saw this because she had stood up, and the T-shirt, she was a Campbell fan or supporter of such, obviously, that said, "Roll damn humps."
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Could you imagine going around with that, dressed with that on your mix? Come on.
So, yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Roll damn humps. All right, then.
I guess they call themselves the Humps. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not real too up on Campbell on their traditions.
Let's see here. Jackpot, you had a story that you wanted me to show you tonight, right? We'll go ahead and show you the story here. And you sent this to me, and I'm like, what is the deal with that? Go ahead, I'll send it up there, Jackpot. So there we go. There's the story that Jackpot sent me here. And tell us a little bit about this story there, Jackpot.
Okay, so if you read that, and this came on my radar last week. It says, woman arrested after making salad worth $500 in a closed Georgia restaurant. Yeah, this is from WSB Channel 2 in Atlanta. And the story reads, a woman was arrested after being accused of breaking into a restaurant over the weekend. So according to a warrant obtained by Channel 2 Action News on Saturday at 1:55 a.m., Rome police officers shot out to Rome, Georgia, home of one Arn Anderson, the original home, Marty Lundy. We're called to the Harvest Moon Cafe about a woman who had entered the store. Police said 23-year-old Callie Elizabeth Thweet somehow got inside the restaurant after it had been closed and opened food coolers. Thweet then made a salad. Officers said she touched several food items with her bare hands, rendering those ingredients no good. Because I guess she didn't wear her gloves during the commission of the crime. Anyway, officials said the total value of the salad Thweet made was $500. Authorities did not specify what ingredients Thweet put in her salad. She was charged with theft by taking. Okay, I got some questions here. Number one, how do you make how do you possibly make a salad worth $500? Are they counting that she just ruined all of this merchandise, all of the vegetables, the lettuce, and that? And I know that lettuce is a little bit expensive right now, anyway. That she ruined all this stuff because she put her hands in it, and are they counting that as part of the salad that she made? It has to be, right? To be $500.
She didn't know what the $500 salad could be either. I don't know.
Would you agree with that? It has to be. And it also, it says she was charged with theft by taking. Okay, what is that? I don't get
it. The wife said also she thinks that it's more of they tried to bring up bigger charges to make it more like a felony. So yeah, maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
This is so stupid. This could be Kansas news.
They don't have any salad in Kansas.
Wow. They don't have any in Georgia either because this bitch ruined it all. Damn selfish ass. What? She had to be high on something. Drugs had to be involved, right? Did you agree with that? Had to be.
Well, she was getting a salad. Generally, if you're getting drugs, it's like you're in the camp of maybe you're getting munchies or whatever.
Alcohol maybe involved. Come on.
Yeah. Maybe she's a vegan druggie. Maybe the wife says she might be a vegan druggie. Maybe that's part of it.
It could that could be.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it, Jackpot.
Could be.
I don't know, but that's kind of one of those weird stories that's out there that when you look at it, you're like, huh, all right then.
I thought that maybe, this is a kind of a higher end restaurant, and maybe there was like some caviar and or truffles in those salad ingredients that, made the price like really, really, jump up there or something. But then I looked at the name, it's like the Harvest Moon Cafe. I'm like, nah, man, they ain't got no caviar at no Harvest Moon Cafe. No.
Like, are you a caviar fan, Jackpot?
Not a caviar fan. I just know that it's expensive.
Yeah. When you were selling in your grocery store days, did you ever sell caviar?
Yeah, we had it on the shelf at Ingles.
Yeah, that just sounds like it's just
didn't sell. It was in a little can. It's kind of sat there.
Yeah.
Kind of sat there and collected dust.
How does that work? Do you like you just like eat it out? I've never done the whole caviar thing. Apparently it's like a big deal, but
you spread it on saltine crackers, kind of like potted meat.
Well, why not just eat the potted meat?
Well, no, dummy. I'm saying you spread it on a cracker like you would spread potted meat on the cracker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's interesting to say the least. Well, I've never been the whole caviar thing. Karen, you ever eaten caviar? No. Would you eat it? Would you try it? Yeah. Well, we don't eat fish, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know about all that. Maybe I don't know how the $500 thing came about. So very interesting either way, Jackpot.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
Megan says he never pictured you as a jackpot guy, as a caviar guy. Huh, I don't think so.
Well, I'm not a caviar guy. I mean, I just said we had it on the shelf at Ingles. That's really the only it's really the only ties I have to the product.
Anyway, there's also one other thing you sent me too, Jackpot. Let's go ahead and we'll bring that up here.
Yeah, get that off there. She's pissing me off with that shit-eating grin on her face.
So this is like, so I'm going to show the screen here. Jackpot, someone sent you this. Explain what this is, sir, because it's like a.
Yeah, so I had asked people to hit me up on Twitter and let me know what the college magazine, what the preview magazines in your area look like, what kind of covers we got, and whatnot. And this was sent to me, or it was actually posted on YouTube and added Carolina Jackpot at it, south of Lexington. He found this particular Athlon Sports magazine at the airport, I guess the airport magazine shop or airport, wherever they have the magazines at. This is in Colorado Springs. Had Caleb Williams. Who is that? Bo Nix. You got you some Cam Rising. And who's that in the purple jersey there?
I think that's the is
that Michael Penix Jr.?
Yeah, the kid from Washington.
Okay.
Yeah,
so interesting that would be in Colorado Springs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't put a Colorado player on there, I guess, because, who knows if he's going to be on the team by the time magazine comes out, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that do you agree with all that where he's the way he's doing all that? I mean, it's like, I mean, I guess that they were shitty before, right? So it's kind of like, hey, they're trying to be better, but I mean, he's doing it through the transfer portal, so there's
I'm
that,
saying
right?
he's got this is my thing on it. Yeah, I mean, I can agree with it and I appreciate it. But it's kind of like it's a one-time deal. He needs to get some results out of it. Elsewise, right. I don't think a lot of people are going to want to play for him.
Well, the way that he's treating players sort of like it's a meat market, that's not going to go over well,
Yeah, I mean, there doesn't seem to be a lot of I don't know, empathy there. And granted, I mean, there's not room for that. Yeah, I mean, in college football, I mean, there is. It's like a guy like a Shane Beamer or a Dabo, or I can name a dozen other college coaches. I don't think would if they were employing that same style of we're going to get rid of everybody that really doesn't belong here and it's not going to be able to help us get that next level. But I think they'd find, I don't know, I guess they'd say a nicer way of doing it maybe.
Yeah. One more photo to show you here. This is for the Tennessee folks, they may get to host a super regional. There you go. Banners already hung up there in your stadium just for you guys. Good for you.
What is that?
It says they beat Clemson at 23. There you go. Already up there and ready for you, Tennessee folks. Good for you. Good for you.
My goodness.
Yep. That's
you are off the chain tonight.
I'm sorry. That's the way that it is. I think with Sanders though, the way that he treats those players is going to eventually come back and bite him. Now, if they go out and they win 8 games this year or 9 games,
that's not happening.
I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. If they do, he's been successful everywhere he's coached. But he doesn't have the huge track record. But
I mean, where else has he coached besides Jackson State? What did he do? Well, we already talked about that. You said he was coaching some high school kids.
Yeah, he coached some high school kids, and then
Jackson State.
Yeah, then Jackson State. Yep. So there's that. Anyway, we'll see how that works out. I just don't know if that's going to work. All right, Jackpot. What else you got for the show this evening? You getting jacked up for the Phil Steele stuff? Will be out soon, right?
The Phil Steele magazine normally comes out. Well, I don't know about normal. I know last year it was out right after July the 4th, like that next week. Yeah, so that was pretty stoked about that.
Uncle Lou gets it. 1998 is the last year that the Tennessee football team was actually relevant. I love the who was it? I think it was someone that was like, Tennessee won the Orange Bowl with their second stringers over Clemson, and I'm like, hey, dum.
Well, they did.
No, that is not true, sir. Please do not cast lies out there in the name of the show.
There was no Jalen Hyatt, wasn't no Cedric Tillman.
There were 3 Clemson players that were drafted in the first 2 rounds of the draft on the defensive side of the ball that did not play. So now, unless you're going to be, well, we have the most players ever in the SEC, and that doesn't matter. These guys were drafted 2 first-rounders and a second-round pick. Yeah, they didn't play in that game. So once again, no one cares about that bowl game. You can hang your banner, though. That's fine. But Uncle Lou's got it right. 1998. Brzee didn't play. Sorry, did not play. Just sit there and you guys go back and get your, is it VHS or it may be in Betamax? Go get your Betamax.
Sure he did play.
I don't think so.
There is a large contingent of them saying that he did play, so I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, the other guys didn't, so there's that. Simpson didn't play. There were several others that just didn't play. And by the way, here's a thought for you. I would ask you who won the Orange Bowl game 5 years ago, but what was it? 5 years ago, you didn't win a conference game, so you didn't go to a bowl game, so you wouldn't know anything about a bowl game. You couldn't even go to the shit bowl. So there's that. But anyway, Uncle Lou's correct. 1998. Get your Betamax. Go and watch your national championship team after Peyton Manning left because he couldn't win one for you. You had to have T. Martin go out there and win it. So there you go.
T had to do the dirty work.
Mm-hmm. All right. You want to take calls here, Jackpot?
Without question.
Mm-hmm.
Does a fat boy like cake?
I don't really like cake. You a cake guy?
I'm a little Debbie snack cake guy.
All right, there you go. There's the stream there. Joe Higashi says, Carolina Jackpot Rob, Uncle Lou and others claim you dip Snickers bars in Grey Poupon before you eat them to feel classy. True or false?
Doesn't everybody?
Dip them in Snickers and Grey Poupon?
I mean, yeah. I mean, anything that touches Grey Poupon immediately becomes more classy when it hits these lips. So I thought everybody did that. I've got a couple of jars on standby.
You eat Grey Poupon?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really eat it. I mean, kind of inhale it. I mean, it's so good. I mean, it's one of those things that you can't, I mean, you don't really taste it.
All right, let's go. TriStar joins us. TriStar, what are you hauling? Just over there smoking.
What am I hauling? Currently nothing. But I had to smoke a cigarette after all the fucking we've been doing. This is my after sex cigarette after all the fucking we've been doing on Clemson this year.
You want a bowl game that no one cares about and a baseball region.
See, there's
Congratulations.
See, Jackpot I had it right. Yeah, we didn't have Cedric Tillman. We didn't have
There you
Jalen
go.
White. We didn't have Jeremy Banks. We didn't have our main starters out there. So what's your fucking excuse now, sir?
I'm telling you that, and
I
that's
put
the
a
whole
little
thing.
salt in
You,
that tater up
you,
there.
you, oh my God, you're reinforcing my point. Both teams didn't have their normal players there. That's
So
why the
what does
game
that mean?
didn't matter.
Tennessee's got better players?
No, no one cares about the game
Oh my
because both teams didn't play their players. You idiot. God,
You can't beat us in football. You can't beat us in baseball. You couldn't have beat us in women's basketball. You couldn't have beat us in men's basketball. You know we didn't play. Hell, you couldn't have beat us in fucking cornhole.
Well, first of all, we don't play you in those sports. But I mean, when you play
'cause
Clemson,
you get your
you're
shit
once
kicked in
again
there, sir.
proving my point that is your standard. You want to be what Clemson is, which is why all of you are here trying to throw rocks at me. And that's why you have your banner.
That's why you had to go get Tennessee targets to make yourself relevant.
No, look, there's your banner right there, just for you guys. Just for you guys, because you haven't done shit in baseball.
I'm not the one being salty for losing to a team you've been talking utter shit about for 5 years.
Now, hold on, sir. And once again, you're just spinning stuff here. I never said a word about Clemson playing Tennessee in baseball, so there's that.
Oh, good Lord.
So, anyway, go ahead.
How in the literal fuck, how is it that you, in the 10th inning, have bases loaded, full bases, no outs, and you somehow fucking shit the bed? All you have to do is just hit a bloop single.
Well, that's what they do. I mean, that's kind of what they do. It's the postseason. There's been a long running joke about Clemson in June, and they don't show up. Doesn't exist. Just doesn't exist.
They're too busy cooking.
A lot of you have never watched a baseball game before yesterday, so it's called baseball. Sometimes you lose games in the 9th inning. Sometimes that happens.
Well, again, it's sorry the guy running first is slower than dog shit that he can't run out a bloop single.
Well, you know what? When all of those guys from Tennessee are, running around and with their degree in underwater basket weaving, and they're all working part-time at McDonald's making French fries for everybody else.
Actually, that's not true. I've never heard of that, and I got family go to UT right now, and that's absolutely not true, sir.
Cool. Underwater basket weaving. That's what you guys major in over there. Have a good night, sir. All right. Link is in the bio here if you want to get onto the program.
Did you just hang up on TriStar?
No, I didn't hang up on him. I've just he said his piece, and we had more people that are wanting to get in, so I want to bring in more people.
Okay.
Yeah. He was slower than Sid Bream. That's probably my favorite thing ever. Is how can Barry Bonds be in the Hall of Fame when he couldn't throw out one-legged Sid Bream going from first to third or first to home? Joe Higashi Lead Kick says, I have to take a bet on the Clemson versus Tennessee, that Clemson and Tennessee don't play each other, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. So there's that.
Baylor Man with the hashtag stop mistreating TriStar.
Oh, well. All right. Link is in the bio if you want to get into it there. There it is for you. Let's see here. Big Barney Ross is also
Shane Beamer just tweeted out, congrats, fellas, to the baseball team. Beams. I mean, he's the ultimate coach there. Ultimate coach. Congratulates every sport when they do well from his various social media platforms.
Who was your quarterback 2 years ago? The guy that was like the graduate assistant or whatever?
Zebuliah.
Yeah. That's probably what Zeb does is he just runs Beamer's Twitter account. Big Barney Ross says also for no extra charge, some woe is me quotes for your viewing pleasure. Thank you for the super chat, sir. All right, link is over there in the bio if you would like to join the program. There it is for you. Jackpot, who are you guys matching up with in the Super Regional? Do you know yet?
That'd be the winner of tonight's game between Texas Tech and Florida.
Hmm.
Or whoever wins that. If Texas Tech wins tonight, then they've won that that regional. And the Gamecocks will face them in the Super Regionals at home. If we have to face Florida, it's going to be on the road.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really what we want.
We
like the path of least resistance.
Didn't you take 2 of 3 from Florida this year, though?
We did. So that means they're out for revenge, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I'm looking to see what the score is here.
Yeah. Tejas Tech has no reason for revenge.
Florida is beating Texas Tech 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. That I guess they'll
turn
have
me
to play
upside down
tomorrow.
and paint me blue.
Yeah, I guess they have to play again tomorrow, right?
I believe that's correct.
Hmm.
Because I think Florida was facing elimination.
All right. So if it's Texas Tech,
Who's getting in on the calls? You said someone else was wanting to get in, so you hung up on TriStar.
I've got a couple of screens here, but they pop up, but they don't have their names yet, and then they leave. So I don't know if it's people with a bad connection or what.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying. Why would I lie about that?
I don't know. Just please don't lie.
Look, TriStar is still sitting there. If you and TriStar want to sit here and scissor each other, you guys can do that here. You guys can just talk away. There you go. There's TriStar for you. And I'll just turn my microphone off.
He lost that argument, so he had to hang up on me. Fuck the Tater
No.
Man.
Oh,
I thought you said you were going to mute yourself.
You couldn't win a debate with me about actual sports stuff. You need to just stick at what you're good at, sir.
You talk all that shit
And your banner.
about Tennessee.
I
You
didn't say anything
dumb
about
hillbilly.
the
You
baseball
talked
team.
all that shit for
Oh
a
my
fucking
God.
year. And
Oh my
look,
God.
you dumb
Now
motherfucker.
I'm hanging up on you again. Go away. I'm not gonna hear it. He's just sitting there just yelling. He's just, you talk about Tennessee. No, I didn't say one word about the baseball program. So you, sir, are a liar. Absolute liar. Now he's sitting there in his truck giving me the finger, hauling toilet seats from somewhere.
No,
I'm not
he
gonna
said that
stare
he
him
didn't have
that.
anything.
Nope, he doesn't have. He has said nothing that is everything that he said other than Tennessee won the baseball game is a lie. Sorry. That's the way that it is. Do you want more of him? But see if he's still spewing. Is he
Okay.
still yelling?
Actually,
Okay,
I
you're
am
still
hauling
yelling?
something.
What are you hauling?
I'm going to pick up salt right now because
Okay.
I'm sensing a lot of salt coming out of Rob right now. And that's my whole thing is that, again, don't hang up on me. Let me explain. You sat there and talked so much shit, not just about Tennessee football, but Tennessee
I
fans.
didn't say any, sir. Go back and look through the archives. Did I say one word about the Tennessee baseball game at the
You
time?
didn't say anything about baseball,
Okay.
but you talked
Did
about
I? Okay.
us as
Did
a
I or
fan
did I
base.
not?
Call us
Yeah,
meth
you're the
head
funny
hillbillies
story.
that fuck our cousins and
You are
all that
hillbillies.
stuff.
You don't have to ride. Absolutely.
And
Well,
again, here, hold on. I think this is full of Clemson tears right now. I've been drinking on. You know, it's a big giant 64-ounce cup. It's full of Rob's tears of the fact he just can't beat Tennessee.
Let's put this in the screen there.
Okay.
See that a little bit bigger there.
Clemson is Tennessee's bitch. It's not going to change. And I'll let y'all go and make sure you show this real quick.
There you go. I'm showing your banner. Where you won.
No, not the banner. Show the flesh.
Flesh of what?
Me. And you.
No.
You too.
No.
I can't see y'all.
I know.
Anyway, so before I go, to all the people out there in Fall Nation, as always, fuck the Tater Man.
Joe Higashi says Tennessee people do bone their cousins. They're like Mormons. That's valid.
Okay.
Anyway, There you go. You Tennessee fans should be happy. I made the banner there for you. You can have it up there in your stadium for your super regional. There you go. So anyway,
That would be Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
what is it?
Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
What is that?
That's
that
the
what they
name of their
call
baseball stadium.
They should call it Shirley.
Surely.
I don't know. It's an airplane reference. Don't call me Shirley.
Oh no! It's Lindsey Nelson.
Baylor man agrees. The banner joke is absolutely hilarious, and we'll hang banners until you become viable. Until you shake the 1998 thing that Uncle Lou tells you about, you're not viable. Sorry. All right. Anyway, Big Barney Ross says Tennessee baseball coach only tips the cows if the service is good. There you go. Brock says, here you go. Brock says, does a Tennessee fan mating ritual involve throwing golf balls and mustard bottles before sex? That's a good question. It's a very good question, Brock.
What?
They don't throw Grey Poupon up there either. It's just that straight 99-cent great value mustard. So there's that
Food
too.
City mustard.
Food City mustard.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the grocery store choice in
This
East
is
Tennessee.
going to be great. Here you go. Dr. Vol joins the program. Dr. Vol, what do you
All
think
right.
of the Dr. Vol can't speak.
14 innings. I know it hurts you, Rob. You little toad ass motherfucking dick-headed bitch.
That's all that you have for the program, sir? I didn't hang up on him. He's dumb, and I guess his internet card ran out, and he's got to
Was
go.
that Dr. Vol?
That was Dr. Vol, and I guess he's got to go to the Dollar General to get some more internet time because he hung up on
Are you
himself.
sure that was not that dude? Looked like he was black.
He said it was Dr. Vol. I don't know. It said Dr. Vol on the thing. What the
Dr.
hell do
Vol's
you
a
want
white
from me?
dude. Oh,
I don't know either. I did not turn down his volume. He ran out of internet time and he had to go. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Private Pile
I
says
swear I
Tennessee
thought Dr. Vol was a white dude. Maybe not. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No one cares. All right, Jackpot, do you have anything else for the show that you'd like to go over this evening?
Nothing. BB says Jackpot, he can be black. Well, I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I said I thought. Never mind.
Don't address that. What you said wasn't wrong. You just said
No,
you
it
thought
wasn't wrong. I mean, you can't. It's to anymore nowadays. You can't even damn make a reference. Say, oh, the black dude over there. Say, oh,
Yeah.
well, you're being racist. I said, no, I'm not being racist. I said, I'm just identifying a particular individual.
Yeah. You can identify someone as a white or a black person.
Yeah, you
White
can
person
do it.
Or a black person.
That Bean
What
says
is
it's
that all
just
about?
a joke. Okay, that's fine.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well,
hard
Jerry
feeling.
wants to know what Utz chips are the best with caviar. That's pretty funny.
Just probably the regular old Ripple chips because you can kind of dip it and get the caviar in between the ridges. It'd probably be good. Or the wavy. I mean, they're both about the same. With the wavy, the ridges are a little thicker. So
Joe Higashi says he thought you had C cup titties and figured you had D cuppers. So I identify. Oh my God,
no, D cup all the way.
we can't read that. My goodness.
I haven't had C cups since like right after puberty.
Big Bonnie Ross says Tennessee
Ballooned up when I
baseball
had my
coach
first child.
Tony Vitello is under investigation for player and recruiting tampering. Well, I mean, that's the Tennessee way. Most penalized program in the SEC for the past 20 years. Hadn't won shit, but hang your banner just like we have there. B Bean says Jackpot had C cups.
Yeah, but I told you I did before I had my first child. Then I had these big old milkers after that. Yep.
So you had the child, and then now you have bigger milkers. Is what you're telling me?
Yeah, every woman does.
The fuck is
And
going on? Here?
that's just it's part of life.
All right. Well, Jackpot, it's been a good show, and we'll be back at it on Wednesday, man. Appreciate you hanging out, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.